Hello, I'm at the Cross County Mall in Mattoon, Illinois. Um, Now, this mall also has this is unusual. Champaign has a Bergner's, and then later on, Decatur has a Bergner's. Those are nearby, but this one has a nameplate of Carson's in the midst of Bergner's country. So I find it kind of unusual to see Carson's on this store, but it's closing anyway, so it's not going to matter anymore. Um, when I wrap this up, I still got to do a little bit of research on this mall on when it's built and everything, so I'll tell you then. But one thing I can tell you though is it's anchored by a J.C. Penney's and then a Sears at the other end. The building's blocking it. It closed sometime in the last few years. So this mall's just going to have one anchor to it, and that would be the J.C. Penney's. So I'm going to go ahead and take a tour of this mall. This mall has a few vacancies and everything, so we'll see, go in and see how it's doing. There's also a Joanne Fabric behind them trees over there. All right, so let's go in the mall and take a tour, and I'll come back and wrap it up. Okay, so here's the empty Sears anchor from the mall. I'm admiring the stonework. I see it in front of Sears, and then I also see it in front of Carson's too, which you'll see in a second. Okay, so let's take a little peek inside of the Sears anchor here. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what this is going to turn into, and you'll be surprised. I'll give you a hint. This company is headquartered in Mattoon. It's a chain of stores. Look at all these empty storefronts. Not a lot of people in this mall, and it's Saturday afternoon, and it's hot outside. I mean, I'd want to be in the air conditioning shopping. I love that wood paneling on that GNC. That is a vintage looking GNC right there. Another empty storefront. I don't know what that is. Yeah, there's some more of that brickwork. There's the Carson's that's going to be closing. That actually used to be an Elder Bierman. Started off as a Mises. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yep, there's your usual Payless shoe source. Fine. Check out this fountain. I love this fountain in the middle of the mall here. There it is. Yeah, not too many people in this mall here. I think that might have been a Curlin's, I think, or a Hallmark store, not necessarily a Curlin's. Another empty storefront covered up with garbage bags. Here we go, another 90s looking Bath and Body Works. Shoe department, another mall filler. And it seems like every mall I've been going to has a Christopher and Banks. That's Maurice's. And we are at the end of the tour. I'll be back to wrap it up. So we're back outside the Carson's, and this was a small Carson store too. So there is, despite this being like such a small mall, there was a lot of anchor shuffling. I'm not gonna get into it because it'll be confusing if I try to talk it out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post a little thing at the end of it. This mall was built in 1971, and it is now owned by a corporation in Mattoon called Rural King. And what Rural King is going to do is they're going to take that Sears space and convert it into a store support center. So the stores that are in the mall are now paying rent to Rural King, and they don't have any plans to demolish it and make a big store or anything. All the stores are safe as long as they don't close. So the next stop that I'm going to be making is I'm doing a Hickory Point Mall, and that's in Forsyth, basically Decatur. And also two future projects. It's is going to include a trip to Peoria, where there's probably like 6 or 7 sites that were Bergner stores, and then there was a couple of sites that were Carson stores too. So that's going to be a big project. I'm going to be doing that probably very quickly within the next month, because all the Bon Ton stores are going to be closing by August 31st. So I want to get down there. It's going to include a tour of the shops at Grand Prairie. That's the flagship Bergner store. So on that note, look out for more content. God bless you, and you have a wonderful summer.